guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Star Wars games by the Angry Video Game Nerd. Let's get into it. I love Star Wars. I'm actually really excited for this because I do love Star Wars. I like all those like series, like the Star Wars. I think my favorite would be the first Harry Potter, then Star Wars, then Lord of the Rings. I never watched Star Trek, but you know.
Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
That's a cool intro, like a cool picture. Look, it's AVGN.
I have a bad feeling about this. We're going to play a bunch of Star Wars games.
Okay.
The movies were a prime target for video game adaptations. They were full of all kinds of action set pieces, with battles taking place in space and on land, lightsaber duels, speeder bike chases.
It's a very expansive world, which I feel like is good for if you want to do like video games, like because it doesn't just take place on one world. Like I said, it takes place on many worlds and in space and land, everything else. So you can really kind of pick where you wanted to go. The only Star Wars game I ever played was Pod Racers. I don't remember what system it was for, but it was Pod Racers, episode 1.
They had lovable characters, great storylines, and a classic mythology that was ripe for expanding upon in the world of gaming. So how could they fuck that up?
Probably pretty good, I'm going to be honest with you. If I've learned anything from you, it's that they could fuck it up.
Let's find out. Our journey begins, innocently enough, with the Atari 2600.
Okay, so this is just like every single, like, space shooter.
This is the first Star Wars game, or at least the first Atari version, based on the first movie. It follows the same format as the arcade version, which came out before. It focuses on only one scene from the movie.
Is this the one, wait, let me guess. Is this the one from the movie where they have to shoot that perfect spot in the Death Star? Like right in the center?
Climactic rebel attack on the Death Star.
Yes, okay.
It's unimpressive, to say the least, but for the time, it was ambitious to try and create a 3D perspective. And besides, the Atari 2600 is well known for not being able to live up to the arcade standards of quality.
The screen is so dark. Like, I can see it, but, like, I mean, the game, it's so dark. Like, I know it's in space or whatever, but throw some stars or something in there.
The Empire Strikes Back, again, only borrowed from one scene, the fight against the Imperial Walkers on the planet Hoth. Unlike the other game, this follows the two-dimensional side-scrolling format.
This is hilarious. I love those big things, but there's I feel like I get it. It's an old game, but there's like so much more in this scene in the movies than in the game. You don't just fly at it, turn around, and fly back and shoot, 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 shoot. There was so much cool stuff.
Similar to games like Defender, all you do is shoot down an infinite army of walkers while avoiding their laser beams. Did that blast just come from its ass? Are these...
Yeah, he can shoot from his butthole. Sorry. But you were shooting him in the butt, so that's kind of on you.
walkers, or are these dogs shitting out airborne turds? They take a lot of hits. You just keep shooting them till they change different colors and eventually explode.
I don't remember them changing colors in the movie, but okay.
The control is fluent. The longer you drive the joystick, the more momentum your ship gains.
Are you flying through them?
Return of the Jedi focuses on the second Death Star battle. It figures out of all the scenes they could have chosen, they go with the space scene. You know why? Because Atari loves space.
Atari does love space because it's like this weird black background and like you're just zooming around just on the screen. I swear to God, every Atari game I've ever seen is just a space shooter.
The best way to describe Atari in a nutshell is spaceship shoot laser, boom, that's it.
Yeah.
Just the amount of games that begin with the word star is overwhelming. Or damn, space. What was this, the fucking space age of gaming? If this
Yeah, this is, but these aren't like Star Wars based, right? Or are these just ripoffs of Star Wars? Like Space Cavern or Space Chase. Are these just ripoffs of Star Wars?
game wasn't called Star Wars, it would just seem like any other Atari game. The controls are similar to the classic Asteroids. Even though I said they picked the space scene, there actually was another Return of the Jedi game that focused on the Ewok stage. That's one way to make more money, split them up into two different games. However, the Ewok
Yeah, classically, that's the classic maneuver. Everyone loves buying two games when you could have just bought one. Double the money.
game was never released. The object is to get closer to the Death Star so you can destroy it. But unfortunately, there's a giant dance floor in space stretching out for infinite light years. You have to wait for a hole to appear, go in the hole, and now you've engaged the Death Star. Going with the dance theme, I think this would be a better game if you were trying to destroy a giant disco ball. Yeah, the storyline is that disco is coming back, and you gotta stop it.
I'll stop it. I really will. Not a big fan of the disco. Why is there a dance floor in space that you have to fly through the hole of? I love when games are like, oh, this is just like the movie or the show, except we added in a bunch of weird shit that is not in the movie or show that we just decided to.
It would be called Disco Fuck Yourself, but now I'm just thinking out loud. So you keep shooting away at the Death Star, blasting away all the pieces, hoping that you can make all the pieces go away before all your brain cells do the same. Once you have a clear shot for the center, it's time to go boom. It's gonna go boom.
Gonna go boom?
This is Atari, I know it. It's gonna go boom.
That's what we were waiting for. That's the money shot.
There is another game called Jedi Arena. It's supposed to be based on the scene in Star Wars A New Hope where Luke is training with that flying metal orb thingy.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're waving your lights.
I remember that. He's in his training arc. This looks nothing like a lightsaber at the bottom. Famously, lightsabers aren't wiggly.
Saber back and forth, deflecting electric charges. I guess the idea is to deflect them to the other player or the computer. The best way I can describe this, it feels sort of like playing pinball when the ball is stuck somewhere and you just keep jamming the flippers back and forth in vain.
Or it's like when you're playing air hockey and then the puck gets stuck in the corner, so you just keep whacking it, trying to get it out of the corner.
There you have the Atari Star Wars games. Not so good, but it's Atari, so it's excusable.
Yeah.
But now
I really don't expect that much out of Atari. It was just like the first system.
we're moving on to the Famicom. This game was only released in Japan. It never came out on the NES. You know that could mean one of two things. Either it was the only good one, or the worst of all. Let's see. The cutscenes are promising enough.
Who is that? Is that Luke? I know that's Leia at the bottom and R2. Is that supposed to be Luke? I don't remember him having a bowl cut. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Until you get to the gameplay. Luke has black hair, even though it's blonde in the cutscenes. Oh, never mind. Let's get on with it. I'm dead already. All
You're also bigger than your house. I just want to point that out.
it takes is one hit. Couldn't there be a life bar? Oh, this lightsaber sucks. It goes right through the enemies.
The lightsaber is more like a bat and you're just whacking them with it, from what I can tell.
You can only hit them when they're really close. Oh, come on, I jumped over that. You're telling me if I'm anywhere near a projectile, I get hit, but when I'm trying to hit an enemy, I have...
first of all, the stormtroopers very famously do not have good shots. So I don't know why that would hit you when it's not even close to you.
Have to be precise. That's real fair. So now I'm inside the Jawa sandcrawler, murdering some stormtroopers and birds?
Goddamn birds. In Star Wars, they really hate birds. I'm assuming, did they ever kill a bird? I don't think I ever saw a bird in Star Wars. I love when games use assets that have nothing to do with it.
Now I'm fighting Darth Vader? Already? He's inside the sandcrawler because why? Oh well, who cares?
Is this for people who have never seen... What is that? I was going to say, is this for people who have never seen Star Wars? Why did Darth Vader turn into a scorpion? Okay. Oh, he's speechless. This isn't good.
Did that happen in the movie? Did that happen in any of the movies? Did Darth Vader say to Luke, "I am your father, and I am also a fucking scorpion"? No.
Yeah, it's a scorpion. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm beginning to think more and more that these game makers, these game devs, had never seen Star Wars.
It's not true. That's impossible! Why does Darth Vader turn into a fucking scorpion? That doesn't even happen in the special editions. There is no version of Star Wars in this universe or timeline or any other, I'm sure of it, where Darth Vader turns into...
But think how much cooler Star Wars would have been if Darth Vader did turn into a scorpion. It would have really thrown everyone for a loop.
A fucking scorpion. I need a beer. Hey, where's my beer droid? Hey! Come on, bring me a beer. Yeah, that's my beer droid. Hey. Alright.
Wow, this is really good. Look how good that's edited. Oh, R2.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, come on.
Every man needs a beer droid. Oh, you spilled it on your pants. That's embarrassing. Now you have to change those.
The next stage, you're in the land speeder mowing down stormtroopers.
That's what's up. This is what I want. I want to mow them down. I don't want to jump over their really crappily aimed bullets. I want to mow them down in a pod racer. Is this a pod racer? What did he say? What is this? Dang, it's been so long since I've seen Star Wars.
Well, this is easy. The stormtroopers can't even harm you with their laser blasts. If you hit a wall, you lose the land speeder. But other than that, you're invincible. Okay, so I guess he's going into the Mos Eisley bar. That's the famous scene in the movie where Luke meets Han Solo. But
I don't remember Luke driving his speeder into the bar, like inside of it. I feel like that would be a catastrophe. By the way, I just remembered that it was called a speeder. I know he said it before, but my brain blanked and I couldn't remember what it was called until right now.
one thing I didn't know was that they allow land speeders in the bar.
Yeah.
What, does Luke just crash his way in?
Everyone's dead.
It's quite interesting, actually. In this version, Luke gets to the bar so fast, I bet Han and Greedo were still talking at the table. You know, who shot first, Han or Greedo, whatever. But actually, neither one of them did. Luke kills Greedo with his land speeder right after Han says, "Over my dead body." Boom! All of a sudden, Luke comes through, crashing with the fucking land speeder. I want to...
Oh my God, Luke's a murderer. Also, I think Luke would have killed more than Greedo. I think he would have killed like pretty much everyone in that bar with a land speeder. You ever see those videos of the car that goes through like a building? Once they get some speed, those speeders they're gonna just crush everyone. Unless you're really short and maybe you could fit underneath it.
see that in the next special edition.
Hi guys, sorry to interrupt your video. My name's Tippy Hendricks. If you would like to support the channel, we have an affiliate code with GamerSubs. It's gamersubs.gg. You can get energy drinks, you can get t-shirts, you can get V-cards, desk mats, shaker cups with anime women on them. All you have to do is go to gamersubs.gg, use code DILK for 10% off your entire order, get you some really good anime merch, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Bye!
Now we're already flying away in the Millennium Falcon? You don't even get to see the inside of the bar. We've already established that this game has nothing to do with the movie, so
We've also already established that he kills Greedo with the speeder.
at this point, I'd just like to see what kind of ridiculous shit could go on in there. But no, we don't even get a cutscene. Nothing. After a pitiful
That looks pretty cool, the Millennium Falcon. It looks pretty cool, like its little animation of flying away.
standard space shooter stage, we're back to side-scrolling again.
Did you see the bird? I was waiting for him to have to fight the bird. Again, Star Wars hates birds.
Game over. Is that Darth Vader breathing? Or is that the sounds of the ocean?
That's the sound of your system failing.
Now I start from the beginning? Yep, it's one of those games. No continues, 3 lives, 1-hit deaths. Simple as that. You make 3 mistakes, you go all the way back to the beginning. There's
Yeah, I hate the idea of games that have no saves. I know it's like good for your mentality, or I don't know, it's good for kids to learn that there's no saves. But come on, that makes games so much less fun.
little in the way of 1-ups, no password system, and no stage select code. Doesn't matter how far you get, if you die, you're doing it all over. Even on the novice setting, it's still hard. The odds
Jesus, there's a novice and a pro? What is pro? This seems like pro version.
of successfully navigating through this miserable fuck heap is 3,720 to 1. There's certain
Oh, you did. Is that a lizard?
Jedi powers you can use to help yourself through, but you only get these for a limited time. The only way to progress is through trial and error. You need to familiarize yourself with the layout. Like here, I thought I could jump down that waterfall, but
You can never jump down a waterfall. I've learned that as well. You can never jump down a waterfall. Also, I love the array of enemies that Luke is fighting. That black-haired Luke is fighting. A statue, snakes, birds. You know, what else was there? There was the stormtroopers, the little guys. Oh yeah, there was also lizard Darth Vader.
nope, that's the wrong way. Each time I play this, I progress a little farther than the last. But if only I didn't have to keep playing the earlier stages over and over again. After the 20th fucking time, I'm burned out. This is worse than a piece of shit. It's a whole shit.
Oh no, it's a whole shit. That's a bad rating.
The NES got a different Star Wars game. Hold on, no LJN? It's a movie-based game, it's on Nintendo, and it wasn't made by LJN? Then it
LJN? Lucas John Films? No, wait. What is LJN?
might have a chance. It starts out with a shitty driving stage. It would be nice if you could just point the speeder in the direction you want to go, but it has to have that backwards-ass control, like rock.
It also looks like you're a little amiibo under like a microscope. I don't know what that green was.
Roger Rabbit and Dick Tracy. I hate that shit. It also happens to be one of those where the fuck do I go kind of games. If you haven't played the game before, you can spend hours searching for the right place. The first time, I had no clue I'm supposed to go straight to the sandcrawler to find R2-D2. Once
Oh my god, C-3PO! My guy! R2-D2 is so much better than you, I'm sorry.
inside, it turns into a side-scroller. Luckily, it's a huge improvement over the Japanese version. The controls are more fluent, and you actually have a life bar. Thank God.
This one looks a lot better. I mean, Luke doesn't have black hair, and it just says there's a lot more going on, which is nice, instead of just a boring background that just moves weirdly past the screen.
It still manages to be a very difficult game. One thing that's kind of annoying, if you fall from too great a height, you take damage.
Okay.
Does that happen in Super Mario Brothers? No, it doesn't. You find these elevator shaft things that make Luke shoot up into the air, but they
Oh
land
my god, it just sends you out of control.
you on a conveyor belt, then you get hit by these metal garbage can lids. Those conveyor belts can go fuck a dick.
Wait, what? I haven't heard that one yet. Okay, interesting. I don't know how. Okay.
There's R2. Oh shit, the conveyor. Fuck! Then you drive out to Mos Eisley to find Han and get the Millennium Falcon. Here, there's actually a stage inside the bar, unlike the
This is kind of cool. You can see the band and stuff. This is pretty neat. I love that the gun is like bigger than Luke, and Luke also looks like a small child.
other game. It's unfeasible to beat this stage with the blaster. You have to get the lightsaber before coming here. So fuck the bar, first go to the cave. Yeah, it's some cave where Obi-Wan gives Luke the lightsaber. It's not clear at all where you're supposed to go first. And besides, why would Obi-Wan give Luke the lightsaber in a cave? Now that
Where does he give Luke the lightsaber? His house? I don't remember. Boy, it's been so long since I've seen them. I do know he doesn't give him to it in a cave, though. I at least remember that much.
I have the lightsaber, the bar stage is much easier. But the
Yeah.
next stage starts kicking my ass again. All these bounty hunters are flying around blowing me to smithereens.
Jesus, look at all those bullets.
Ah, jump! Jump! Ah! I made it through the
These games have a tendency, which is I like and hate because I do it a lot, and want you to go like fast through it, you know, like run and jump and then attack and this and that. Like it seems like it always wants you to go so fast, which I love, but it does get you into trouble because then you have to like learn what's coming up and by dying.
hangar. I'm at the Millennium Falcon, flying in space, getting annihilated by asteroids that kill in one hit. You gotta collect
All right, to be fair though, asteroids would kill you in one hit, I'm pretty sure. Even in a Millennium Falcon, you're getting hit by a giant space rock.
shields for the ship, which can only be found back at the hangar. Of course. Too bad I didn't know that, because now I gotta do the whole game over.
You gotta go back to the beginning. You gotta get that lightsaber again. It's so funny. These games never ever explain anything. It's all just playing and learning it as you go, and then redoing the level 5,000 times.
Okay, so I went through the whole game again, and now I'm back at the hangar. This time making sure to collect the shields.
Okay.
Now the flying stage is much easier, and after that, it's time for the Death Star. Unfortunately, the Death Star is a confusing maze of elevators. Where do I go? Wouldn't it be nice to have a map or a compass?
This kind of reminds me, I'm not gonna lie, of like Super Mario, right? Because it has like how there's the plumbing, the pipes that you go down and they like shoot you out somewhere else. It kind of reminds me a lot of that.
Anything to help me navigate my way. Instead, it's a guessing game. Man, I don't know how the stormtroopers deal with this shit. Even
Well, they famously don't deal with a lot before they get just replaced by another stormtrooper.
worse, one of the elevators can only be found by taking a dive. Try that anywhere else and it would drop you to your death. Once you get Leia, she becomes a
Leia! Oh my god, looking good, girl.
playable character. Fortunately, she can jump way better than Luke. But it's not going to help too much because this whole stage is full of spikes. If you touch them, you die.
You got at least 2 good jumps in there over them, though.
That's it. Even if you touch the side of a spike, you die. This is a cruel joke. Think about every game that has spikes or any sort of prickly hazards that cover.
Games used to really love spikes. I don't know why. I think it gave kids a lot of fear of like, you know, like kids were scared of quicksand. Tippy, get it together. Quicksand. Kids were very scared of quicksand, and they were scared of spikes and traps. I'm thinking it's booby trapping, like Indiana Jones style. That was a big fear of everyone's.
The walls. Imagine all that combined and multiplied 1,000,000 times. Even worse, you go into this anti-gravity room where you get sucked up to the ceiling against your own will.
All right, but space doesn't have gravity, so I kind of get it like a little bit.
Man, the only way to beat an outrageously difficult game like this is to cheat. Like I hear a lot of people use emulators with save states. You know, that would be pretty handy, I guess, but you know what would be better? How about just a button you press that makes the game beat? And that's why I invented the Beat a Game button. Yeah.
Ooh, can I get one of those? I feel like it would be really helpful to me. So tell me where to buy it.
All you do, if you're playing a really hard game, you just push the button and the game's beat. Let's try it out. Ninja Gaiden 2. Ooh, that's a hard game. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I'm getting my ass kicked.
Not anymore. Perfection. I win.
Legend of Zelda. Beat it.
Beat it. You know how many games I would have under my belt if I had that button?
Mega Man. Beat it. You never thought you'd beat a hard game like that. Not without the beat a game button.
Ooh, more games should install that.
All right, all you games, consider your ass beat.
Not the evil music.
All right, back to Star Wars.
Wait, get another beer from Beer 2D2. Does he call it Beer 2D2? Because if not, that's a missed opportunity.
Rusty hunk of junk.
Empire Strikes Back is our next game. It starts out in Hoth, like the movie. Luke, what's this? The lightsaber is the weapon of a Jedi? Yeah, thanks. Thanks for interrupting
He looks like a kangaroo in this. Did you see it? That's not just me, right?
the game to tell me that. Might as well tell me cows go moo. For the most part, this game sticks to the same format as the first Star Wars on NES, but the controls still take some time to get used to. It doesn't help that you start out riding on a tauntaun. You can get on
A tauntaun, that's what it's called. It's not a kangaroo, it's a tauntaun. It still looks exactly like a kangaroo, though.
and off, and if you get off at the wrong time, you can get stuck. Until I found out you can jump higher by first holding down. It's like Super Mario Bros. 2. You duck
The super jump.
down and it charges your jump. That would have been much more useful information to tell me instead of the lightsaber is the weapon of a Jedi.
Yeah, but these games don't like to tell you anything.
And what's this? The program engineer shows his face? I wish it was Fred Fox. You can
Ah, leave Ken Grant alone. He wanted his little moment. I think he looked great. He looked very handsome in that creepy photo.
collect different force powers.
Luke, choose the Force.
Instead of use the Force, it's choose the Force. That's clever. Though I gotta give him credit for the digitized speech. Sounds better than Ghostbusters. Even
What was that? That was terrible.
Darth Vader's breathing sounds accurate.
It sounds so crunchy. It's upsetting to my ears. That's honestly, it's just upsetting. I don't like any of it.
For some reason, the Tauntaun eats this nasty fungus on the ground. Yeah, yummy. Eat that shit.
I don't remember the tauntaun eating anything. But kangaroos eat vegetables. Maybe the tauntaun does too.
Whatever it is. The part where I get really fucked is when I'm trying to jump on these glaciers and these droids keep shooting from all over the place. Aiming the blaster is not as self-explanatory as it looks. You think you just point with the D-pad, but no, it just shoots wherever the fuck it wants.
So you're basically a stormtrooper in this. No aim. I gotcha.
Now I'm fighting the Wampa. It takes like 9 million hits to kill. And look how easy this is. I could just stand here and he'll never get me. Next is a flying stage where you shoot
This looks kind of cool.
down the Imperial walkers. You even tie them up with the cable, like in
Yes, that was my favorite part. I liked in the Spider-Man movie where he referenced that, tying up the walker's legs.
the movie. Then you're inside the Rebel base where you can hijack a walker. The strange thing is that Luke actually destroys it before hopping in. I saw it explode and collapse, but now it's perfectly operational?
You had to win it over its heart. If you're pure of heart, then you get your own walker.
Then you're in the Dagobah swamp. Enemies pop out of nowhere, and the vines must have been greased with oil because I keep slipping off. And of course, there's that classic bullshit where you have to leap off a ledge in good faith. This swamp's
The old games also really love to do that, it feels like. It's like if you jump off a ledge 99.9% of the time, but then there's always one ledge that you need to jump off of. By that point, you're too scared to because you're like, I'm going to die. But it's the only way to move the game forward.
stage is from hell. Oh my god, damn! Fuck!
And that's where I reach my limit because the game's too hard. There was no Return of the Jedi game, not on NES. I guess they knew when to stop. Hey, Beard Droid.
Beer Droid? It should be Beer 2D2.
You know what? Just never mind.
Unlimited.
To be fair, the NES games aren't that bad. They have decent graphics, music, and are somewhat faithful to the movies. If it hadn't been for insane difficulty, I wouldn't shake two shits at it.
A lot of these games seem like they used to have just really insane difficulty. I still think it's funny that the one game had novice version and pro version, because all of these old games are pro version.
The difficult nature of the Star Wars games was like a tradition that carried into the 16-bit era. On the SNES, there was the whole trilogy, and the force is strong with these ones. These were called the Super Star Wars games, rightfully so. From the beginning,
They're the superior ones, I'm guessing?
they look and sound just like
Yeah, they're
the movies.
superior.
Although on the main menu screen of the first game, Mark Hamill's face is a little messed up. They follow the movies well and take liberties only when necessary. You'll recognize all the famous scenes, from the Hoth battle to the duel with Vader.
Yeah, these ones look so much better. It's crazy. Like, I know it's just a newer system with, like, newer graphics and all of that, but Jesus, it is night and day difference.
You even get to play as the appropriate character for each stage. Luke, Han Solo, Leia, Chewie, even Wicket the
Was that Leia with a whip? Oh my god. Chewie. Chewie's one of my favorites.
Ewok. There's a nice variety of side-scrolling stages, 3D flying stages, 2D flying stages, and POV flying stages. The voices are great too.
Here, order not. There is
That's way better on my ears than the last one. That last one was a nightmare.
no try.
The bosses are huge and always keep you wondering what's going to happen next. It also has one of the most awesome attacks in any side-scroller. You can perform a double jump and spin the lightsaber around. I find myself using this move all the time. Interesting to note that in the newer Star Wars movies, you see the Jedi doing this kind of thing more often. Sometimes the action is so intense, it's like blast processing. Oh no, Chewie's going nuts!
Oh my god, Chewie's warping. He's warping into another dimension.
Chewie's going nuts! The only downside is that it is extremely difficult. Even on the easy setting, these games are relentless. In the first game, there's this land speeder stage where you're going around.
It looks so great, though. And at least you have, like, a health bar. Even the health bar is like a lightsaber, which is really cool.
Crashing into piles of shit. A series of tricky platforms that require some lucky jumps. False
I'm really bad at platformers.
jumps that lead to nowhere. Enemies that take way more hits than necessary. Come on, fucking die. Power-ups that come way later than needed.
Oh, look, you got a blaster power-up. Health sword. Luke doesn't have a sword. He has a lightsaber.
Descending platforms that make you think you're going somewhere, but take you into lava with no warning. Enemies that freeze you over and over. And boss battles that go on for an eternity. Why do all these bosses have such long life bars?
Because they're the bosses. That's what they have to have. If not, if they didn't, they wouldn't be a boss. They would just be a regular guy. Don't sit so close. You're going to ruin your eyes.
There is a frustration factor, but there's a balance between frustration and fun. These games are mostly fun.
Yeah, you can deal with some frustration as long as the game itself is a good time.
They can be annoying, but they're annoying enough that you still want to keep playing. Shadows of the Empire on Nintendo 64 was when Star Wars games started getting really good and showed that there was a bright future for more games in the franchise.
This one reminds me of GoldenEye, it looks like.
And that they didn't always have to follow the movies exactly. They could invent their own side stories and expand on the Star Wars universe.
Whoa, that's a great picture of him. I was going to say Han Solo does not look the same, but I think that was just a different guy that they created for this game. This one's Han Solo.
This game, for example, takes place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, though it begins with Empire. The battle on Hoth was amazing. For the first time, we really felt like we were playing the movie. We've come a long way since this.
That was
Things have
terrible.
changed. We have taken a step into a much larger world.
Of course, we had to stop somewhere because there's a whole galaxy of Star Wars related games. So this could have gone on and on. There's Star Wars Rebel Assault, Dark Forces, Jedi Academy, Rogue Squadron, Battlefront, Star Wars Chess, Lego Star Wars.
Star Wars chess. How do you make chess into Star Wars? It's just chess then, right? With Star Wars pieces?
Star Wars Puzzle Blaster, Star Wars Pod Racer, Jar Jar Binks Bingo, Death
Look, there's nothing that a company loves more than a money pit, you know? If they find something that sells pretty good, they're gonna milk the heck out of it.
Star Builder 3.0, Chewy Wookie Cookie Cookin', Stormtrooper Tennis, Jabba's Farts Unleashed, that was a good one, Wedge's Wedgie Attack, Fishing for Akbars, Super
Wait, was the Wedgie Attack real? Is that a real game?
Sith Shit Toss Tournament Edition, Boba Fett's name game, find his name in the fucking movies, Governor Tarkin versus Count Dookie.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, is that a bowl behind him? What is that? Is that a... And why is he pooping? Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fucking buffalo just took a fucking shit through my fucking window! Oh my fucking god, there's shit and fucking glass all over the place!
You gotta clean that up, my guy.
Oh my god, I gotta clean all
Why is
this
there a
shit up.
buffalo?
What the fuck, man?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Thank you to whoever recommended that video. If you have any other videos you want me to react to, please leave them in the comments below. Or if you are in our Discord, there is a section called Media React Monday. I take inspiration from both places. If you want to see any other fun stuff that we do, we stream on Twitch Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, 6 p.m. EST. And all of our other socials are linked in the description box below. And as always, if you want to support our channel, please make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. The engagement does help. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.